So let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about something pretty amazing, the Equal Chance Boxing Foundation. We're going to explore how boxing, of all things, is becoming this incredible tool for building just unbreakable confidence in young women. It's really a story about strength, about taking up space, and about learning to rely on yourself. Think about it. From the time we're very young, there is this kind of unspoken rule book for girls, right? And this quote just nails it. It's this pressure that so many of us feel, this this need to shrink, to be agreeable, to literally take up less room in the world. And that's the big question here. What happens when you take a young woman and put her in a place where being smaller is a disadvantage? A place where the goal is to be stronger, more grounded, impossible to push around? Well, the answer is nothing short of revolutionary. Okay, so let's break down this problem. Society has a way of putting young women inside this invisible box. It's got all these unwritten rules about how much space you're allowed to take up and how you're supposed to act. And these are the walls of that box. Be nice, don't make a fuss, use a quiet voice, cross your legs, tuck in your elbows. I mean, all these tiny little things are basically a subconscious training in how to disappear, piece by piece, until you fit. So what's the way out? Well, it's probably not what you'd expect. We're going to forget that invisible box for a minute and step inside a very, very real one, the boxing ring. And this place, it's designed to flip every single one of those rules on its head. In here, everything society asks girls not to be is suddenly a requirement. It's not about being delicate. It's about being precise. It's not about avoiding conflict. It's about being resilient. It's about a kind of fierceness that's celebrated, not looked down upon. And this is where it gets really powerful. For a girl who's been told her whole life that she's fragile, hearing that sound, that thunderous smack of her own glove hitting a heavy bag, it changes something deep inside. It literally rewrites that internal voice from, I'm fragile, to, I am powerful.
Which brings us to the real heart of it all, the transformation. And look, this isn't just about getting fit. This is a profound psychological shift that starts right there in the gym, but radiates out into every single corner of a young woman's life.
And it all starts with something as simple as the stance. I mean, look at these steps. Each one is a lesson in owning your space. You can't be powerful if you're off balance. So you plant your feet, you square your shoulders to the world, you literally learn the physical feeling of standing your ground. This is what the coaches tell the girls. And it's so much more than just boxing advice, isn't it? It's life advice. When you learn physically how to defend your space in a ring, that skill translates. You learn how to set boundaries out in the real world. Before the gloves even go on, there's this ritual. Wrapping your hands. Sure, it protects the bones, that's the practical part, but emotionally, it's this quiet grounding moment of self-care. It's like you're putting on armor, sending a message to yourself that says, my body is valuable, and I am preparing to face a challenge. And let's be real, being a teenager is stressful. It's a total pressure cooker. But where girls are often told to suppress their anger or that they're being dramatic, the gym gives them another option. Here, that frustration isn't a problem. It's just energy. And the heavy bag becomes this perfect, non-judgmental place to let it all out. This is one of the biggest changes you see. The entire conversation these girls have about their bodies just shifts. It stops being about what their body looks like and becomes all about what their body can do. Suddenly, arms aren't something to criticize in the mirror, they're for throwing a fast jab. Legs aren't about their size, they're the source of your power. And this whole transformation doesn't happen alone. In the gym, all those high school cliques just melt away. Everyone's in the same simple white t-shirt. You have to rely on your partner, you have to trust them. And that shared struggle, that sweat, it builds this incredible sisterhood where girls are actually lifting each other up. So what does this all add up to? What's the big takeaway? It's a type of confidence that you can't just be given. It has to be earned. It's forged in sweat and hard work. And because of that, it's pretty much unbreakable. Let's look at the numbers. The impact is real, and it is growing. So far, the Equal Chance Boxing Foundation has worked with over 500 young people, bringing them into this program. And it's more than just a class. For over 150 of these young women, they've seen a deep, lasting transformation in their lives and their confidence. Now this number is just staggering, a 95% completion rate. That tells you everything, doesn't it? This isn't just something they try out. This is something they commit to because it's genuinely changing their lives. Because at the end of the day, the goal was never really just about teaching a girl how to box. It was always about giving her the tools for life, resilience, self-respect, and the courage to advocate for herself. And that really brings us to the final powerful idea. The lessons you learn between those ropes, they don't stay there. They go with you into the classroom, into your career, into every relationship. And it leaves you wondering, once a girl learns how to own her space in the ring, what's to stop her from claiming any space she wants in the world?